Hey everyone, welcome back. This is part two of my trilogy, my gigantic fragrance haul. So if you watched part one, you know I have accumulated several hauls worth to share out here on YouTube, and I'm just now getting around to posting these videos. And there are other hauls that just made their way into my collection and just will never be featured except as a scent of the day. So listen, get your cup of coffee, get your tea, get your glass of wine. It's going to be a long one. I have 13 fragrances to share with you today, including one that I accidentally forgot to talk about in yesterday's haul. My special guest, my son, is taking the night off to play some video games and be a kid, and maybe we'll have him on part three if he is moved to join us. So you ready to jump in? Because I'm ready to jump in. But before that, I want to announce that I got my hair cut and colored yesterday, and I'm feeling like $1,000,000. What do we think? Do we like it? I tell you, this quarantine COVID life does funny things to your beauty routine. I had roots out to like here. It was just tragic, you guys. My ends were looking horrid. I'm so sorry that y'all had to look at that, but hopefully this is a little better for you. I don't promise to have these curls for every video, but for tonight, YOLO, you only live once. So let's jump in. This first fragrance is one that I learned about through FragranceNet, clicking around. From my other videos that I'll just click around, and sometimes there are suggestions, and I'll just sort of follow the trail and see what new and interesting fragrances show up in the list. So this is, I don't really know how to say this, but I think it's Borage, Borouge Gravity, and it comes in this container here. I put this in my cart, and it has a couple of sister fragrances too. I put all three in my cart several times and then took them back out. I was like, I don't know this house. I couldn't find any information on it. I couldn't find any reviews. And then lo and behold, Perfume Lover 80 here on YouTube, Perfume Lover 80, reviewed it on her channel. And I was like, yeah, I've got to get it after that description. So it looks like this. Beautiful bottle. Let's take it out. Gorgeous. Red see-through bottle. It looks opaque in the camera, but it's not. It's actually see-through. And it has this like emblem gold medallion thing, and then this Arabian motif top on it. Really pretty bottle. I have sprayed the inside of the box beforehand so I can get a sense of what it smells like a little dried down. And I'll also spray it again on a blotter to sort of remind myself. It's really hard to find any information on this. The notes I only found on Amazon, and it says that it is made up of just 3 notes: agarwood, woody notes, and vanilla. Agarwood, woody notes, whatever woody notes are comprised of, and vanilla. I have to say that the description that Perfume Lover 80 gave, and combined with my experience with this is a very, very successful blind buy. I now want the sister fragrances. There's, I think, a gold one and a third one. Absolutely beautiful. I actually get like a fruitiness from this, which is interesting. But it is woody, it is sexy. I would even say this comes across a little bit spicy. It's an oriental fragrance. If I didn't know any better, I would say there were some fruits, like even like a plum note in here, mixed at the top. Really, really pretty fragrance, very sensual. This is a grown-up fragrance for the grown and sexy, not for the young and flirty. Really, really beautiful fragrance. I can't speak to the longevity. I can't speak to projection or sillage. These are all first impressions in these haul videos. So that is, however you say that, Borage Gravity. Absolutely beautiful. Highly recommend. Let's move on to choice number 2, which is also an absolute blind buy, purchased only because it was like one of the recommendations, like I said, on FragranceNet, and it was inexpensive and sounded good. So I thought, why not? It is Roma. I believe the house is Laura Biagiotti. Okay, and this is an Eau de Toilette. And the bottle looks like this. So it's designed to look like a column. All right. I can tell from the bottle. I shouldn't say I could tell. I predicted it would have a bit of a powdery smell, and that's actually correct. It's the main accords are amber, citrus, and aromatic. So it doesn't say powdery, but it does have a bit of a powdery feel to it. It's one of the accords, but just not as prominent. So let's talk about this. This is heavy, sharp citrus at the top. It's got grapefruit, pink grapefruit, and mint at the top, bergamot, black currant, and hyacinth, but I get a lot of that grapefruit note and that mint mixed together at the top here. The middle notes are carnation, jasmine, rose, and lily of the valley. The base notes are myrrh, amber, vanilla, sandalwood, oak moss, civet, that civet note, and patchouli and musk. This is a really sharp citrus at the top. It's mostly grapefruit with like mint sprinkled over it. I could see wearing this on a really warm day and it performing well in that kind of weather. I also, like I said, get a powderiness from this underneath those notes. And on the dry down, what's standing out to me here? It's a little more sharp on the dry down. Maybe it's that rose. I don't know. I'm not getting any of the base notes, but maybe it hasn't had an opportunity to dry down enough. This is not a safe blind buy, even though I did blind buy it and I don't mind doing that. I think it was really inexpensive, maybe under 20 bucks or something. Don't quite remember. But I think if you like grapefruit in a fragrance, you would probably love this. If you like a lighter, more powdery citrus, this might be a good one for you. I don't get those heavy base notes though, like that myrrh, vanilla, whatever. And it's been sitting in the box. I sprayed in the box about maybe an hour ago, so maybe it just hasn't had a chance to develop. But that is Roma by Laura Biagiotti. I'm happy with it. Let us move on then to selection number 3 for today. And I also don't know how to pronounce this, but I'm going to go with Weil. Maybe whale, but I knew someone with this last name and they pronounced it Weil. So that's Eau de Parfum, the Eau de Weil. Again, another just random purchase from clicking around. Saw this as a recommendation. Actually, I think I saw this on Fragrantica in one of the This Reminds Me Of lines. Here's the bottle, this ombre effect, which I think is kind of cool. It reminds me a little bit of the Cashmere Mist, the one in the blue bottle. I'll do that on another video. But this one has citrus, floral, and powdery accords and a violet note. Violet is funny because to me, if it's not done well, it really does give you air freshener kind of vibes. And I'm talking about like bathroom air freshener, which I don't love so much. This is considered a floral green fragrance. It has pink pepper, bergamot, and mandarin orange at the top. Middle is violet, mimosa, peach blossom, jasmine, and rose. And the base is white musk, vanilla, cedar, and amber. So let's spray it on here. Give that a little bit of a go. In the middle notes here, I definitely get that rose. I get that violet. I don't get that peach. Maybe a little bit of that mimosa, but I'm not going to lie. This does have a little bit of air freshener vibe to it. I'm not sure I love this one the most. However, we all know that fragrances straight out of the box, fragrances sprayed in the box and sprayed on blotters has nothing to do with how it performs on the skin. This is probably going to be tested here as it starts to warm up. I'm in Central Virginia. Today was 70 degrees, just about. It was so pleasant. Really nice day. I do love the bottle. The scent doesn't bother me, but it does have that like bathroom cleaner thing going on. So I will try it maybe in an evening to see how it settles down and let you all know my impressions of this as we go on. This next one is also a bit of an accident. I was looking for Katy Perry's Killer Queen, I think it's called, the one in like the red bottle that kind of looks like the Louboutin bottles. A lot of people were raving about it, and I got really curious to try that out. But by the time I decided to put it in my cart in Fragrance Net, it was sold out. Listen, I have said this before. That is a lesson learned. If you see something you like on Fragrance Net and you really want it, please go ahead and grab it. There's no guarantee that it will be there. I mean, of course, that's assuming it fits into your budget and all of that fun stuff. But just get it. Get it. YOLO. And if you don't like it, you can pass it along. You can always gift perfumes. That's the nice thing about perfume. If you buy it, assuming that it's not gonna put you out, right? It's part of your disposable income for the month or whatever, and you don't like it, you can always gift it to someone who will. So there's no love lost there. So this is Katy Perry's Indivisible. And I ran across this because I could not find Killer Queen. Boo! But I did manage to find this one and read the reviews on it, and it had coconut in it. And I thought, I love some coconut. And so the bottle looks like this. It was really inexpensive also. It's got this raised, what do we say here? Put the, I don't know what it says. Put the something individual. Put the U in individual. That's what it says. Whew, that was going to be a really embarrassing moment for me. Okay, this has notes of, this is an oriental floral, notes of vanilla, rum, plum, and pink pepper at the top. Middle notes of coconut, tonka bean, and gardenia, and base notes of musk, sandalwood, and patchouli. You guys, this is my bedroom right here where I filmed Fragrance Haul Part 1. There was like a cloud of amazing scent right here. I'm probably ruining the carpet from the mist falling down. This is pretty. This is pretty. So Katy Perry's Indivisible. Yeah. It opens really lovely, little peppery. I can sense that. And the plum come out to me mixed with the rum. So it's kind of like very vaguely giving me an Angel's Shares vibe. Angel's Share, really faintly. Don't get crazy with it, but kind of, sort of. Something about that rum note. And then here, as it has dried down, it has mellowed out. That coconut comes out. You get more of that gardenia. The main complaint about this on the Fragrantica reviews is that it doesn't last very long, so you have to reapply. But look, let me talk to you, my friends. I paid what for this? 12 bucks, I think, 15 at the most. At that price point for this big bottle, I can reapply and reapply and reapply and reapply some more. This is an eau de parfum, supposedly concentration, but 15 bucks, no problem. I will be reapplying this. This will be a great summertime scent, but I could also see this playing well in the winter. Something about that rum in the top and that coconut and gardenia in the middle. Give it some substance. So that is Katy Perry Indivisible. Put the U in individual. Individual, indivisible, individual. Oh, me. Okay, this next one I am going to blame on Chris at the Perfume Nest. You know it. I have been wanting to try this, and then I recently saw Melissa Jean rave about this again. Melissa Jean and Chris at the Perfume Nest. I will put the names of all these channels down below. Please go show these channels some love, subscribe. These are all good people I'm sending you to, I promise. And they all know what they're doing, and they're fun. They're good people. So this is Boucheron's Ambre d'Alexandre. Ambre d'Alexandre. So it comes in this box presentation. I love it when it's like a drawer. A box within a box, within a box, within a box. And it's this absolutely gorgeous, substantial bottle. So I have to be honest, when I first sprayed this, I was like, ew, Chris, I'm going to get you. And then it started to dry down, and I was like, Chris, I'm going to send you a thank you note. It is really pretty. If you like a resinous ambery scent, it also has tobacco in here. This is the one for you. This is Ambre de Alexandre. People have compared this to Eau de Jaune by Parfums de Marly, which I have sampled and is also a beautiful fragrance. They do have a lot in common, I'm not gonna lie. This one is stronger to me. On my skin, it does quite nicely. I did spray it on this hand. By the way, my scent of the day is McQueen Eau de Parfum by Alexander McQueen. Really pretty tuberose fragrance. But you know we layer stuff up and we have no shame. So this is a nice scent. First of all, the bottle is fantastic, really substantial. It's considered an oriental fragrance. The top notes are tobacco, vanilla, and benzoin. Middle notes are amber and labdanum, and the base notes are ambergris and musk. I think it's beautiful. I really do. It's a heavy amber scent. If you don't like amber with like a hint of tobacco mixed in, this would probably not be a good one for you. I think it's really beautiful. Probably more a cold weather scent. I don't know that this would perform well in the summer. Chris, Melissa Jean, if you have worn this in the heat, or anyone else, if you've worn this in warmer temperature, please comment down below so that people will know whether this does well in that kind of weather. But I like it. This also gives me a little bit of Angel's Share vibes, especially that top opening of Angel's Share. Thank you, Chris, for the recommendation, and Melissa Jean for bringing it back up recently in your video so that I decided to just go on and open that thing. Open it. You only live once. All right, the next one is a cheap blind buy. Again, just clicking around. Never heard of this house. Vicky Tiel or Tiel. And this is Femme Absolue. Femme Absolue. This reminds me of a Victoria's Secret fragrance. In fact, I'm going to go grab it. Hang on. Okay, so the packaging of this reminds me, I only have the roller ball. I thought I had the full one. This is from Victoria's Secret, and this is Tease, but it has that same kind of like fishnet thing going on there. Another very inexpensive blind buy. This is considered a floral, fruity, woody. Well, it has floral, fruity, and woody accords. It is considered a floral, fruity. Get it together, Veronica. A floral, floral, fruity fragrance. Say that 10 times. Top notes are cassis, mandarin orange, and peach. Middle notes are rose petals, jasmine, and orange blossom. And the base notes are patchouli, sandalwood, and vanilla. I can tell you that this is not like a love kind of thing, but I would say this is a safe blind buy if you do like fruity florals, if you want something just innocent and nice to wear that makes you feel girly and pretty. Nothing wrong with this. I don't think that this would be like a top shelf kind of fragrance, a first pick. Never going to make it into my top 10, but for the price I paid, which I think was 20-ish, something like that dollars, not bad at all. So that's Femme Absolue. Definitely a safe gift for someone, and definitely a safe gift for young ladies, teenagers, young ladies, ladies in their early 20s who just want to feel pretty and feminine with a nice fragrance. Let's keep going then to another absolutely complete blind buy. Have no business purchasing these scents. None. Do you hear me? Mademoiselle Rochas Couture by the House of Rochas. And it looks like this. This is the Couture version, not the regular one. Another one that really reminds me of Victoria's Secret perfumes, and then of course the Beau reminds me of the Viva La Juicy kind of line, which I have one of those and just I never wear that. I ended up giving one of those away and said, I'm done with that. That was a Jeremy fragrance purchase. That guy with his will have you buying all kinds of crazy stuff. Love that. So I have had to stop watching his channel. Did I curl the back of my hair? Did y'all see it curly? I don't know. Hopefully. Okay. Anyway, This one, it's a floral woody musk, and it has top notes of pear, love pear, pink pepper, and bergamot. Middle notes are heliotrope, orange blossom, and lily of the valley. Base notes are tonka bean, sandalwood, and musk. This is a nice fragrance. I definitely get that pear in the opening, which I am all the way here for. Sorry, got it right up my nose. Really pleasant fragrance. Pear and pepper is probably where I went. You get the pepper, but pear, which is so pretty. In the middle there, you can get a little bit of that orange blossom and the heliotrope, which is such a beautiful, sweet, round kind of scent. Round like the bottle. I like it. This is one that I would like to test for a whole day very soon, just to see how it performs on the skin. So that's Mademoiselle, Mademoiselle Rochas Couture. Really beautiful. Absolutely recommend as a blind buy. I can't speak to the rest from that line because I've never tried those. That's my first. That's not true. I have another Rochas. I have Tacade. Beautiful, but none from that Mademoiselle line. Let's move on. Perfumes with Pat. This is your fault, ma'am. And I love it. Eau de Vanille by Franck Olivier. So she did this really awesome video, Perfumes with Pat. Lovely, lovely personality, where she talked about YouTube made me do it. And she talked about all these perfumes that other YouTubers that when she saw their review, she was encouraged to buy it. So she mentioned this one. I forget who she said encouraged her to buy this, but then I got interested in it from her review because she raved about how wonderful this was. And I have to agree. Look at this bottle. How cute is that? I will say right off the bat, it's called Eau de Vanille. And yes, it does have some Tom Ford Eau de Vanille. That's not what it's called. It's called Tobacco Vanille vibes. It has some of that, but it reminds me mostly of Initio's Side Effect. It has that kind of thing going on. This is a warm, spicy, vanilla, and woody fragrance, classified as an oriental woody. Top notes are caramel, raspberry, and orange. Middle notes are incense, rose, patchouli, jasmine, and violet. In the base, you have vanilla, woody notes, spices, and musk. And this top is so hard to get off. Whew. That was a workout. This is amazing. This is amazing. If you like spicy, warm, exotic kinds of scents, this is for you. Super inexpensive. I don't remember what I paid for it, but whatever it is, it's not priced at where it should be for what it is. It is a beautiful fragrance. I can't speak to longevity, sillage, whatever, on any of these because I haven't worn them all day. But what a beautiful fragrance. Thank you, Perfumes with Pat, for turning me on to this. You have great tastes. Okay, let's go on then. Next is one. Okay, let me get myself together before we talk about this. First of all, I had to look up the pronunciation. Okay, let's put it to the test. Le bleu. Le bleu from Guerlain. Oh my gosh. Let me first say that I have Mitsuoko, however you say that, from Guerlain. And you're going to hear about that in an upcoming video. And the video is something like perfumes that I tried to love, because I'm having so much trouble with that one. And I worried that this would be the same way. This had so many outstanding reviews that I felt like I was missing out. I had FOMO, fear of missing out. Do you ever purchase just based on that? I'm going to answer yes for you because I know. I know that you do. So this is what it looks like. It's in the classic Guerlain shape. Okay. Accords, vanilla, floral, powdery, classified as an oriental floral. Oh my God. All right. There's a lot of notes in here, so let me just tell you what stands out to me. Top notes, I get that there's like an anise note. Blech, I don't like it. That like licorice thing going on. No me gusta. I don't like it. It's funky to me. Sorry. It's got neroli, bergamot, lemon. I get some of that lemon, but it's like a really sharp lemon at the top. And that's different than like a softer, sweeter, lemony kind of taste, which I do like. In the middle is supposed to be all these notes that I just don't pick up. I don't get any of this. Heliotrope, carnation, violet, cloves, neroli, ylang ylang, Bulgarian rose, jasmine, orchid, and tuberose. So some of the coolest notes that I love are in there, but I don't get any of it. In the base is iris, vanilla, benzoin, sandalwood, tonka bean, musk, vetiver. This is the entire kitchen sink of perfumery in one bottle. I don't know. I will try it. I'm going to try this out on my skin, but I'm a little sour, pun intended, about having purchased this. I don't see the masterpiece that everyone else registers. Sorry. So that's L'air Bleu by Guerlain. I'm going to try it though. You know, half of what we say in these videos is for your entertainment. So I hope that you enjoy the sarcasm, the humor, the silliness. But I really do believe, in all sincerity, sinceramente, en serio, that you should really try things out on your skin before judging. Give it a full day, sometimes 2 or 3 days, maybe in different seasons to be fair to the fragrance. So just keep that in mind that, you know, yes, I want to entertain you with my comments, but perfumes deserve a try. Give it a try. Let's go on. The next one I am blaming on Charlotte Ross. I'm looking at you, girl. This is Zadig and Voltaire. Actually, I can't really blame her because she talked about this as her. She did not talk about this fragrance, but she did turn me on to the house, Zadig and Voltaire. And this is Girls Can Do Anything. So Charlotte, you're only partially responsible for this fragrance. This is an aromatic, sweet vanilla fragrance classified as an Oriental Fougere. I like this a lot. I like it a lot. The top notes are pear, tangerine. You know I love that pear. And then the tangerine too. Orange blossom and bergamot. So it's heavy citrus on the top. Yeah, really bright, fresh, delightful opening. Middle notes are tonka bean and tuberose, which give it some nice depth and roundness in the middle. Look at that cool bottle. I really like that. And then the base notes are vanilla, fern, clove, musk, ambroxan, and patchouli. Really pretty. This is a winner, you guys. If you like fresh fragrances with a little bit of roundness and depth to them, this is one for you. I like it a lot. All right, we're going to go on. We've got 3 more. The next one, I can't blame on this person, but I'm going to blame her for reminding me that I had it in a box in the closet waiting to go into a haul video. And that is the Fragrantician or the Fragrantician. I'm looking at you and we're talking about Eden by Cacharel. You guys, I searched high and low for this fragrance and had such a hard time. Another one, here's what the bottle looks like. I'm not gonna lie, the bottle is cheap. Like, what is that? But let's put that aside for a second. I searched all over the place for this, and I actually found it on FragranceNet, put it into my cart, and did what? I didn't buy. And then what happened? The next day I came and what? It was gone. It was sold out, and it was sold out for a while. So this is an interesting fragrance, not a blind buy. Very sharp and very green. It's classified here. So the accords are woody, floral, white floral. It even says that it's aquatic and fresh. I disagree. I don't think that this is aquatic or fresh at all to me. Or maybe I'm just not smelling this properly. It's classified as a floral. And the top notes are peach, bergamot, mandarin, orange, and lemon. Middle notes are mimosa, water lily, tuberose, melon, lotus, pineapple, jasmine, lily of the valley, and rose. That's a lot going on in the middle there. A lot of sort of arguing, conflicting, fighting notes. And then the base is patchouli, black locust, sandalwood, cedar, and tonka bean. I did spray this on this hand. So here's my advice about Eden. If you're like me and you like very weird, strange fragrances, you know who you are. I'm looking at you, Masked Man Reviews. You might want to test this out. It's hard to find because it's discontinued, if I'm not mistaken. This is something that when you first spray it, smells sharp, plasticky, weird, maybe a little ratchet, a little not cool. But if you give it a chance to mellow out on your skin and you do like strange, obscure scents that are hard to describe, you might like this. To me, this mellows down, not a lot because it stays fairly pungent, and I mean pungent in a kind of sort of good way, and sharp. And it does maintain that like plasticky undertone to it, but it also becomes this green, fresh scent. I have no other way to describe that. Heavily green, heavily super duper fresh to the point of being sharp. Not for everyone. I don't think that a lot of folks can pull this off. You have to be special, like the Fragrantician. I see you to pull this off. This is one that I would definitely like to test this spring. I remember wearing this back in the day, so I'm really reacquainting myself with this fragrance. Glad to have it in my collection because I love peculiar scents, and this is definitely a fascinating and peculiar one to me. Next is one that we have all heard about, and I am just late. I'm late to the party, and I'm looking at you, Debbie Riccio. Debbie, thank you for introducing me, or rather encouraging your viewers to look at Olympia Intense. Olympia Intense, salty amber vanilla, no doubt. This is beautiful. This has just 3 notes: vanilla, amber, and salt. Don't you hate that? Look at my face. It is very sweet. I can sense the saltiness in this, and the vanilla and the amber do so well together. This is beautiful, juicy deliciousness right here. Olympia Intense. I will be wearing this for a date night. That will happen. And finally, my last fragrance that I forgot to mention last time. I thought I had 15 and I only reviewed 14, is this one, and this is Pure Musc by Narciso Rodriguez. This is a floral, powdery, musky fragrance. It has just 3 notes: musk, flowers, and cashmeran. I don't know about this. Lots of people rave about this. I have to try this out. I'm going to have to play with layering this. I do like it. It's very musky, but there's something in this that just feels, I don't know how to describe it, like it doesn't belong. There's like a note that I'm like, what's that? Yeah, I can't really describe it. Maybe it's something in the floral notes because I like musk. It performs well on my skin, but there's just something in this that I can't get down with. That is my review for today. If you liked it, hit the like button. Please consider subscribing, and I will be doing a part 3 of the trilogy. Have a fabulous one, friends. Thank you for joining.